Welcome in to the blockchain basement, folks. Bitcoin taking a slight haircut this morning. Markets are closed. Things are feeling a little bit sleepy, but I'll tell you what, the drama in crypto has some chains on fire right now. But amidst all of the drama on Solana, the Solana drama this weekend, I've seen a couple chains that are actually picking up steam and setting kind of a new pace for the next biggest movers in the kind of next year. I'm feeling great about the portfolio and where we've been positioning things into. And I have a lot of pretty insane news on the macro to go over today. So welcome on, welcome all to the blockchain basement. My man Isaac is out there ripping up the pow with his peeps. I'm holding it down here, holding down the Fort Hit network. And appreciate you for joining me. We got Jacob Wilson. There's Isaac, AA Crypto, One Day Rewards, Blasnik, Karen, the Deadwood, Nicole Menace Tater, Papa Guth, all the wonderful people, Nugadad. Thanks for joining me. I've had some really great conversations with people I never expected I was making an impact on, even hitting up my family members, telling me how they now hold multiple Bitcoin just from following the show and not falling for the fly-by-the-night memes and things that come and go, protecting the value, and that's where it's at, man. Changing our life for the better with crypto. So I'm excited about it, and honestly, excited about the growth of the channel. Here we go. I got near 6,000 followers on this. This is great. Follow me at Druth Crypto. I'm going to be doing another Mario Space today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I also did a emergency space covering all of the chaos that happened with Javier Milei and the meme coin, now all the investigations that are following it, and what it really means for Solana's ecosystem. And also make sure you are subscribed to us on YouTube. We're at 73,000 subscribers at the time of this recording, and we are absolutely cooking with gasoline. So it feels good to have built just a budding ecosystem of people, finding the best crypto projects. We started the show around $17,000 Bitcoin. We said, no, we're not going to 10K. We held the line. Here we are. We're sitting here writhing at about, $90,000 to $100,000. Everyone acts like it's over. Just so pathetic, honestly. There's some remote viewers that predicted Solana would have some scandals over a year ago. I mean, Jack, you can pretty much assume each cycle that Solana exists, there's going to be massive amounts of scandal. That's my personal opinion of it. Now, let's get into this. Where is Bitcoin at, folks? We are shaving a little bit down. I am slightly enticed by getting near, 94.2 in this zone. I think would be a pretty good stopping point to kick on the old trading machine here. Now, looking at this in general, the haircut, I mean, we don't have traditional markets open. We're taking a little bit of a haircut right now. I do feel like checking out CoinGlass just to see where the liquidity lives. But also this Bitcoin dominance graph has got me real excited. We printed a red candle on the weekly for Bitcoin dominance last week. We are starting it out, printing another red candle so far. I am cautiously optimistic that this was the final peak, the final blow off top for Bitcoin dominance that I've been looking for. I mean, we thought we had it after December 23rd here. In general, it happened to a degree, but then bam. So we're watching this closely. Let's see where this liquidity lives right now. This is liquidation heat map for Binance. Let's go to the 12-hour. Usually Binance is the one painting targets on people's backs, going and sniping their trades off the face of existence. So there's a lot to grab if it pumps down or drops down to $94,600. And furthermore, more so like that 94 spot looks pretty juicy for me. I'll pull this over just a little bit so you can see here. 94,000. If we can clear out this, I'll feel more comfortable hopping in, playing a little bit around on the leverage trading. We also have a great partner. Click the link in our description for some sign-up bonuses. And make sure to get the account going before we roll out the trading competitions on BTCC. It's going to be freaking awesome. Some amazing prizes they're rolling out and getting ready for us. But this weekend has been absolutely crazy, you guys. I'm going to start by covering all of the Bitcoin metrics, where we're in as far as the timing of the cycle, and is there still this massive, institutional interest, or is this the top that we just saw at $109,000? Well, let's take a look here. Rational Root, in just 1 year, institutions have accumulated over 300,000 Bitcoin in just ETFs, nearly doubling their holdings since quarter 3 of 2024. Data from the latest 13F filing shows. And this is just the overall increase of ETF holdings that have happened in such a short amount of time. Honestly, such a short amount of time. You see the ETF release essentially all the way back here. My God. It's about January of 2024. And it's been a long time ranging. A lot of people are like, man, we got the ETFs, but nothing happened. We just accomplished previous all-time high. Ranged heavily, very mental to be, it's kind of like when you reach the previous all-time high, it's normal to consolidate there. And essentially what this looks like is just stair steps. We are currently on a stair step. And at large, I feel very comfortable with the market as long as we're holding above the $90,000 mark. If I back up a little bit here, we're going to look at this overall bottom end trend line. Let's go to maybe the daily. Let's look at well out here. Let's zoom out. All right. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about this unless we breach essentially below right around the $91,000 mark. If I saw us chunk down and kind of break this overall upward trend line, that's where maybe I could slightly get worried. But honestly, I'm just treating the signs of weakness in this market as a buying opportunity. Thank you for joining as a member on the OG status, Mr. Joey Crypto. We will show the Solana FUD as well, Cam's videos. Don't you worry. Let me have a drink here. All right, now let's go in here. So we covered the institutions. This is kind of the state of crypto. Can you spot the difference? Here's Javier Milei, the Bitcoin maximalist Giga Chad. Trump token, it had a great time. And, the slight pump here was right in front of the Malay Libra token. So right as the Trump pump, if you have to kind of zoom in on it, pumped up to about $24 right there. Then the Libra token was released through Javier Milei, and boy, howdy, there is a shit show going on with that. The Javier Milei Libra token was an absolute nightmare, and it is not looking good. There is statistical, I don't think this is going to kill Solana, but there are some statistical headwinds that Solana is now facing with the development of Pump.Fun. And this is all just basic information. Anyone can go and look at the time frame of the release of Pump.Fun compared to the price action. But I have kind of the key component here that makes a little bit of a muting factor happen to Solana it's almost like Solana's success in the meme coin culture will eventually become its demise. Now, Matthew Hyland, highlighting where we are in Bitcoin dominance, weekly closed that red candle, confirming a bearish divergence and a bearish engulfing candle after last week's largest wick since the 2020 dominance cycle top. A great sign that we might actually be on the doorstep of a true alt season, because boy, howdy, I need it. I am heavily overexposed. I got some Bitcoin, but a vast majority of my value is in Chainlink. And overall, the portfolio is not doing too bad here. We woke up, had this Wink token, Avalanche ecosystem is doing the best on my portfolio right now. Cardano, that's great. Ethereum is at $2,700. Morpho above that $2 mark, held it like a gem. Chainlink back in the $19 realm, and I did pick up more Moonwell recently over the weekend at the 3 cent mark. Looked like an entry point that was looking pretty juicy. Constellation DAG, going to be part of that crypto coalition meeting with the crypto czars, so that's awesome. And then Avalanche, honestly, the tokens flatline, but the ecosystem within Avalanche is looking absolutely delicious. And I do have a couple picks I'm going to be snooping around, because what I noticed is there's a lot of headwinds going on with Solana and all these things. But I'm seeing other things, not to mention Ethereum looking pretty strong, but Avalanche's ecosystem has done really well over the weekend here. So people might be getting a little bit tired of the insider cabal type movements that have been happening on Solana. Might be moving, because it used to be last year when you get in a Pump.Fun meme coin, you'd have a few days to go play around and see some upside, and now they last a few hours, and Nick said it best. It's like a knife fight behind a bar at this point in Pump.Fun. So I think people might actually be a little bit worn down from that process, starting to look at other ecosystems, which is where other bags may well pump very aggressively. Now, cover the dominance. Oh, this is important. Egg prices reached a new all-time high, $4.95 per dozen in the United States. I don't think these are organic, But I also know that me and my man Manawak are working out a deal. He's going to hook me up with some pork sausage. And the chickens are right on the edge of, going into mass production once again. So I'm going to be trading him some eggs. Now, good question. Meek Vision, what's a good AVAX wallet? I mean, I keep my vast majority of my AVAX on my Arculus cold storage wallet. You can use the link in our description, get 10% off this. This is where I keep my Avalanche in cold storage. But also, there's I think it's Core Wallet. Yeah, Core Wallet on Avalanche. It's essentially operating. It does feel a lot like the Phantom Wallet. It operates very quickly. And, I like the user interface. I think user interface is going to be very important for, should a bunch of degens decide to come over to Avalanche, or even just a portion of them. I think the user interface is going to be very, very important. But got to make sure I've taken care of my chickens, because egg prices are hitting all-time highs. I might start swapping eggs out for crypto. Also, Rabby, that's a good wallet as well. Good shout out, Joshua. Now, this is from TechDev, giving an altcoin signal out. Now, we have seen just a little bit of a chunk down, in the overall crypto total market cap. This is not Bitcoin. This is the crypto total market cap. But the RSI about to tick over to the upside here. So we are at kind of a very, very critical juncture. The last time we had some same design like this, where we were just peeking our head onto the flat line of the RSI. And actually, we had a similar candle structure at that time, which is very, very interesting to see. You kind of see this, the initial bump, then kind of a rounded like half U looking thing, and then a little tail at the bottom. And that actually looks very, very similar to where we're at right now. So just want to highlight this. I think TechDev does a really, really good job at looking at the forest through the trees on where we are in the cycle. I also, Mr. Bugs bringing up Ledger number one. I have Arculus and Ledger. I don't mind Ledger. I didn't opt in for their little shared seed phrase thing. You have to pay for that service. So, but you know what? Arculus, they take great care of the channel. They're a great channel partner, and they support us very well. So now we have Senator Cynthia Lummis calling to update the U.S. reserves with Bitcoin. A Bitcoin reserve could be audited anytime 24/7 of the basic computer. This is in response to some pretty interesting news here. Rand Paul is now calling for an audit of Fort Knox to ensure the gold in the United States is still there. The son of Ron Paul. Lots of fight left in this young man. I love seeing a little bit of transparency be demanded by the powers that be. So it is going to be very interesting to see if all the gold is actually there in Fort Knox. Hopefully that it is. It would be very bad if it is not, if found to, I heard on the DC stream, they're talking about potentially some fake / wrapped gold within the United Kingdom and their gold reserves. That is not a good look. Not a good look. But actually, with the problem like that, it stems to a very bullish narrative for Bitcoin's use case of provability, transparency. And that's something that, Cynthia Lummis is actually highlighting there. It can be audited 24/7. You can ensure that the assets are there, and then instill trust within the people once again. Also, this is absolutely nuts. Man was arrested after climbing on top of Hollywood sign to wave a flag touting a cryptocurrency website. What the hell is going on here? This guy, let's just have a look.
The LAPD and the LAFD at the scene, he was led away in handcuffs.
Oh.
Meanwhile, a man is now in custody after climbing on top of the Hollywood sign. News Chopper 4's Derek Bell saw it all unfold from above.
I wonder what website he was talking about, though. They don't even show the website. He worked all that time to get the name out there, and they didn't even highlight the site he's trying to get people to. Hopefully it wasn't a, get a Phantom wallet now or Malay token, but he's out there working for his bags, right? So shout out to that. Now, DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, has just created a bunch of different official X accounts for every single government agency. We're witnessing a systematic reprogramming of our government to better serve the people. You have the DOGE State, DOGE SBA, DOGE Interior, the HUD, NPS, Social Security, just the gamut, absolutely laying it out. Lots of data digging, lots of scrubbing is happening to the federal government right now to ensure that they're not stealing / wasting our money. I look at it as theft, honestly. They're taking our money and sending it out to other countries for their own psychotic interests, furthering the Decepticon movement. weakening the male standing within these countries. It's so nefarious. So also something nefarious is what's happened to our food supply. And me and my wife are kind of impatient right now. We're waiting for this massive stop to Red 40. We're waiting for our food supply to be cleaned up. And honestly, it's going to take some time. It's going to take about 4 years to get Red 40 out of the food supply in and of itself. We need more done quicker is kind of how it feels between me and my wife, man. It's we have all the legislation being laid out for it, but it's just aggravating to know that these poisons are still in our food, even though we know that they're poisons and they know they need to take them out. We have to go through waiting until they're actually done. But immediately, the U.S. government is going to ban the purchase of junk food using food stamps following Health Secretary RFK Jr.'s confirmation. That's at least a decent start. Honestly, it's kind of insane to think about, you give people food stamps, people that need help. And, there are people that need help that are on food stamps. And then the only things that are available are like Coca-Cola and literal like poison. It's just so crazy. It's just more of a way to beat down the lower class, and keep them in their place as far as I can see it. Now we do see some momentum growing to actually impeach these corrupt judges within the United States as well. Elon Musk highlighting that momentum is growing rapidly to impeach activist judges who repeatedly fail to follow the law. And this is in response to this article from Mario. House Republicans move to impeach activist judges. Representative Ellie Crane, a Republican out of Arizona, targets Judge Paul Engermeyer for halting the Department of Government Efficiency's Treasury access, while Representative Andrew Clyde, a Republican out of Georgia, aims at Judge John McConnell for pausing federal funding freezes. Very, very good shit to see here. Elon is advocating for a wave of judicial impeachments to stop activist judges from obstructing much-needed government reforms. Will Congress takes action? And this is the gloves-off fistfight that is now happening on a legislative level. It's an administrative revolution that is going to be quite contentious. There's going to be a lot of days of hyperbolic news articles, and honestly, it'll cause a little bit of rift within the markets, a little bit of uncertainty. This is up to me to take advantage of that uncertainty, buy the dips, and just lean into crypto at large. I mean, if this system wasn't intrinsically broken or have missing pieces, there would be nothing for Bitcoin to come in and fix. So that is where I see the opportunity in this situation. You see holes, lack of transparency here, a problem over here with sending money to, emus and, whatever, Uganda, that are Decepticons. There's problems with how they've been using our money. And if there wasn't a problem with that, there'd be nothing to fix. This is where the excitement for me in Bitcoin comes. Now, we also saw this with all of the deep look that has been going on into Washington, D.C. and the swamp within it. The housing market is exploding in Washington, D.C. Homes listed for sale, absolutely exploding. Everything is fucking new. And this is just a quick highlight of all of the new listings that have just happened in Washington, D.C. Here's Liz Churchill's comments on it. A lack of U.S. aid money is collapsing the D.C. real estate market. Politicians were stealing taxpayer money through the U.S. aid to fund their lavish lifestyles. We've also seen a massive uptick in offshore bank accounts, defense attorneys, all of those things. The swamps, they're terrified of what's coming. And it's so refreshing to think about all of the things that are happening that we've wanted to happen. It is aggravating to see, them happen in kind of a slower motion fashion. But it's happening. We just have to be patient enough. Catch them all. Day 20 of asking the basement for a hoodie. What's good? Real talk. You want a hoodie? I mean, I think we have hoodies. Isaac in the chat. I need to know if we have hoodies on the website still. I need to know if we have hoodies on the website. And also, what size are you? Because I think we only have a certain amount of sizes. I love this hoodie, though. This is a great conversation starter. Kind of historical, too. You got like the Polygon, you got the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, all that stuff. But it's a good conversation starter for normies out there in the world. I know Bitcoin. I know that symbol. Now, let's go here. American and Chinese money printers are getting started, folks. This is from Kyle Chasse. And this is the U.S. M2 money supply in the blue and the Chinese M2 money supply in the red, both in tandem moving to the upside. Now, there's a magnitude of reasons for this. I'll kind of stay on this for a reason. There's these, treasury bonds that everyone's trying to paint as the reason why they're going to start quantitative easing. The thing that they're not telling anyone is that the emergency loans that were made to the banking industry to keep it from collapsing in March of 2023 are all due back in March. So in March, $1 trillion+ is due back to the Treasury from emergency loans. And the devil in the details here is this, okay? So when the banks begged the Treasury for these loans through the Bank Term Funding Program, the Treasury gave the assumption that the banks were sitting on real estate valuations that actually were not true. The banks were able to use their valuations of the real estate from years prior. Let's say you had a $100 million real estate location within your commercial real estate holdings. The Treasury said, okay, you know what? Even though it's fallen down to $60 million in value, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. We're going to call it $100 million just to keep things square because I'm sure it's going to come back. Well, guess what happened? They were wrong, and it did not return. And now all of those loans are actually due back, the beginning of them in March, on March 10th, the same day that the Fed wire system goes live with ISO 20022 messaging compliance. Very, very interesting time frame on that. I don't like that this doesn't have chain link on it either. Now you're just making me realize that. I should go get the one with the chain link on it. Absolutely. That's what I should do. NCR Legend, good looking out on that. Charizard for a hoodie or a Japanese Charizard for 2 hoodies. Ooh, we're bartering now. You know what? I'm a fan of Charizards. I am a fan of Charizards. The kids love Pokemon games. Yeah, I'm a barterer. Me and Manawak, we're bartering, some pork sausage for some eggs. I've sold eggs for XRP before. I think we can make that happen, Catchmall. I think we can make that happen. Now you're talking my language, bro. Now, okay, so this week was a shit show on Solana meme coins. Here's what is the TLDR. Thank you very much, Trad5, for dropping the love, bro. Shout out. Everyone go check out TradeFly's channel, too. He's a very based individual. Love collaborating with you. We should get you back on the show sometime. Now, here's the TLDR from the Libra fiasco this weekend, the launch. Javier Milei launched a meme coin with the help of Kelsier Ventures. Coin aims to fund Argentina's development. The coin runs up to 4.5 billion, fully diluted valuation on huge volume. Launched with a single-sided liquidity pool via Meteora, then liquidity was gradually removed at higher prices. And the single-sided liquidity pool, very, very sneaky way to just constantly be taking profits out of the project. The coin begins to fall as it becomes clear 95% of the supply is unlocked to insiders and team members. Then Kelsier Ventures makes $110 million from that one-sided liquidity pool and coin sales. Milei then distances himself as the coin crashes all the way down. It hit like $200 million. This, at the time of this, was $300 million. Milei has now been charged with fraud in Argentina for his involvement. A very, very bad look. Before we go too deep into this, I do want to highlight something about this. Where is this? I think it's right here. Yeah. So when we're looking at just the front end of this story, Kelsier Ventures, what the F is even this? They've been working on getting into this setup for years. This is a dude from Argentina talking about KIP Protocol, partnered up with the National Technological University at Buenos Aires for tech innovation after they had successful sort of conferences last year and were connecting with the government officials there. They even got to land some sort of deal with the big national university and the government of the city of Buenos Aires. So the groundwork has been being laid for this rug pull for quite some time. I am curious what the other locations that this KIP protocol had gotten its talons into, because we're like, I said it on the Mario space, this is not the end. This is not the end of these government level rug pulls. It's not the end. So we might think like, oh, they learned their lesson from this one. Oh man, they're never going to do that again. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. And there's no way that Solana wants it to stop. I have pretty big feelings about it. And I am a holder of Jupiter. Jupiter is one of my auxiliary Solana holds. I don't feel great about holding it at this point. Like I know that There's a lot of things happening on Solana constantly, but most of the things that I've been having to cover are scandals. And that's just tiring because I did get into crypto for the ethics, the ethos of it, not necessarily pump and dump schemes. Now, KOL involvement. This is very interesting. Several insider KOLs knew the launch was coming. Several insider KOLs were paid to promote the coin, and David Portnoy was paid to promote but reimbursed his allocation. Portnoy was still reimbursed for his trading losses on the coin. It must be nice, right? KOLs and Dave Portnoy getting reimbursed on the trading losses. Like, what the fuck is this? They let everyone else get their asses kicked, and then they give reimbursements to KOLs and Portnoy. It's so disgusting. Influencers are listed as partners at Kelsier Ventures on the website. Lots of rumors of screenshots showing which KOLs were involved and what extent. And then the CoffeeZilla interview. Kelsier Ventures' Hayden Davis went in CoffeeZilla to talk about the launch. He's doxxed and living in LA. Why is it always these assholes living in LA? Admitting to sniping the supply of Libra alongside the massive team allocation, using the $110 million as leverage in negotiations. Absolutely insane. Admits to using insider KOL payments and tip-offs, and appears Kelsier was also involved in Melania and several other recent pump and dumps. He admits to sniping Melania and selling via a liquidity pool, and claims the insiders in Trump were allowed to buy at a $50 million fully diluted valuation pre-launch at the crypto dinner. Absolutely crazy insight here. Meteora, Jupiter, and Moonshot, all of these having an uncomfortable position near this situation. Moonshot, Meteora, and Jupiter admit knowing about Libra beforehand. All claim no insider trading was done by their team, and all claim proper listing procedure was followed. Lots of rumors of leaks to insiders on previous launches linked to Kelsier and Meteora. Meteora CEO seen commenting a post with Kelsier Ventures weeks ago, and Solana is down. Let's do check into Solana on the price action because it's kind of funny on my watch list. The Solana holds are the ones that are actually the most beat down. Not a great look. Oh my God. Okay, so it's continued to fall at $178 right now. Woo! Okay. Oh boy. So here's what I'm looking at. Like, why this number makes me uncomfortable seeing Solana fall to is because it was able to bounce pretty aggressively off this 180 mark. Now we're falling below that just on the monthly time frame. Not great. Yeah, so we got to look at this. Benjamin Cowan actually highlighted something very, very important. Where is that tweet from Mr. Cowan? I do want to find it. Here we go. So here is Pump Fund launch right here. And this is essentially the beginning of 2020. What is this? I think this is 2024, the beginning of 2024. And essentially what happens is Pump.Fun is one of the highest revenue generating protocols in crypto. And they take their profits in Solana and then dump it into USDC or stablecoins rather. So even though the expansion in the ecosystem of Solana has continued to grow, you have essentially a muting action that's been happening on the price action. And it could very well be just consolidation of people getting in, very, very early. Because if we all remember, Solana was at like $9. A lot of people got in very, very early. Huge believers in the ecosystem were buying it at this level, even at this level, rather. This is the kind of $9 moment, the make or break moment. It could just be that they're taking lots of profits, but the muting factor of Pump.Fun being highlighted by Benjamin Cowan, I think has some gravity to it. And I know that there's many people that just cannot stop loving it, and I hold some of it, but at large, like, the success of these meme coins may be its overall detriment in the long term. I do want to check in on Libra token. We're saying it's coming back. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see if Libra token, because I know Portnoy was trying to put money back into Libra token. So let's see if I can find it here. Hopefully there's not a billion of them. There probably is, though. Bam. All right. Let's hop in here. We're doing a live price check for you, Phyllis. I don't know if anyone's in the chat crazy enough to hold this thing, but I am just curious because it is a very bad, I don't want this thing to like literally go to zero. It's such a bad look for Javier Milei. And honestly, a bad look for crypto. So I definitely do not want it to go to zero. This is okay. Okay. So we have some signs of life. This is better. We need to not see this thing rug. We need to not see this thing rug. Hopefully it comes back. Yeah, and so, many DeFi coins also fell in the light of the news. My Jupiter bag's down. Memes and AI down 20 to 40% on this highlight here. This is kind of funny. This is how it feels when I see these insider cabals shilling their token. There is no denying this is the vibe here.
Guys, together, if we work together, we can make me rich. As a community, let's all come together in harmony to give me money. And when I'm rich, I will say, we're rich. We're rich, guys. We did it. So it feels like we're rich, but it's really me that's rich.
I love this shit so much. As an influencer, low-key, I've met so many shitbags that are on the camera talking about, crypto or whatever. And this is exactly how they operate. Like, they try to act, it's all us, it's all kumbaya. And it's like, just literally make me rich. That's all I care about. And that's where it's like this whole fight for gains on the pumped up fund. It doesn't feel like going to the casino and gambling and getting a free drink anymore. It feels like a knife fight behind a bar. Now, this is crazy. This is Hayden talking about what he's doing with the Libra tokens he's holding. Absolutely crazy.
You do have access to 100 million.
Sure, but that's also, correct. But if I'm being extremely transparent, honest, that's also my leverage with certain groups and parties, right? The fact that I have control is also what's making me a target and also protecting me.
He is holding $100 million hostage. He's holding $100 million hostage from the president of Argentina.
And this, we were on the space, everyone's like, this is just how Solana works, you guys. Get over it, right? I was like, this is where the trenches have dug too deep. And honestly, like, even if this token does come back, if you're on the insider KOL list that received the information early, shield it without disclosing, they're going to find you, okay? And I don't want to say this, but they're going to find you. And not a great look. Not a great look for the crypto industry. People are like, what do you mean hold them accountable? Well, I can't imagine being held accountable for anything. Yeah, that's what I think. I think people should be held accountable for what they do. Now, this is so good. There's so many takes on this. This is from Art Chick. Solana revenue is going to be through the roof after the Argentina's rug massive bot volume. Solana makes virtually all of its revenue validating and facilitating scams like this. Remember that when you see Solana advocates post bragging about the revenue and comparing it to Ethereum. To be honest, first time ever I thought about selling my Solana. It just feels spiritually dirty, so support the ecosystem in any way. I'd rather die poor than be a part of this problem anymore. I don't know if it's necessarily just straight out a Solana problem. I mean, Solana is just it's slightly decentralized. It's just a crypto system. It's about the bad actors within it that need to be weeded out. I'm not calling to weed out Solana or stop Solana. I want Solana to do well. It's just the insiders that take the information, they literally steal hundreds of millions of dollars from outside investors that think that they're getting the inside scoop by buying a coin within the first hour. Those are the ones that I want held accountable. So now, oh my God, here's another. I think this might be Portnoy. This is Luke on chain highlighting one of the addresses that was refunded 5 million USDC. What in the hell is this? Like, what are they giving buybacksies on the insiders that lost money? It's so disgusting. This is the KIP protocol stuff here. Max FUD and hate on the timelines from Puddles. Perfect time to remind everyone Sol unlocks are due today. This was posted yesterday, so that's fun. Now, we covered that. Cardano. Going to be out of the seat at the Trump czar, kind of important announcements of digital assets. Bo Hines, second in command, invited members of XRP's Ripple, Chia. Probably got to look at Chia. What the hell is Chia? Near, God, this is one it's driving me near crazy, but I may want to look at the Near chart here. Filecoin, Cardano's IOHK, Avalanche. I feel like people are just completely overlooking Avalanche these days. Aptos, Movement, and Mistine Labs, which is sweet, of course. So I kind of actually want to look at Chia real quick. What is this Chia token? Because I remember Chia was an awesome product. Chia. Let's see here. Maybe it's this one, XCN. Let's see here, $14, number 283. Kind of weird to see a project this far. I know Constellation DAG is going to be at that meeting as well. Nogadad likes Chia. Okay. Let me see here. Let's go to the. Oh my God! What the fuck? Jesus. This is from 2021 too. What the hell is going on here? On the year, looking like it might be trying to survive. This is likely a day of pumping from the news. Doesn't take much good news to pump a token of this market. It's at a $200 million market cap. All right, let's see here. Did break off that, but not too aggressively of a bounce off this level. Let's see here. I'm interested in this. Let's go to the Twitter. All right. So Chia Network, blockchain smart contract platform. See, it's interesting to me that I didn't hear much of shit about this thing last cycle. It released right at kind of like peak euphoria zone-ish for alts and Bitcoin with that first leg up, that first big leg up for Bitcoin. So it hit its all-time high about May, and it was just all downhill from there. Let's see the market cap. How sick is this? Oh, my God. So it's had a lot of inflationary pressures. I wonder what is going on. Why are they getting a seat at the table here? Let's go in. Let's find out what we're looking at. Tokenizing the asset. Okay. Tokenized real world assets probably along that lines. Let's see here. Digitize and track with immutable system records. Using insights, unlocking global markets, yada, yada, yada. Let's see here. Let's get about. We're just zipping around. We're finding these. Okay. So backed by Andreessen Horowitz, Galaxy Digital. That's interesting to see these big behemoths behind it. I mean, they don't like taking L's. They invest in a lot of different things, but maybe these are the names that help push the conversation for this team to the forefront here. Potentially. All right. Well, maybe I have to pay attention to this thing. I mean, I know that it's very sick from its inflation levels. But at large, like what we see is kind of like a narrative shift from the Solana get rich quick moves to kind of like real world assets, more long-term things. Let's see here. Whose source is DB? Who is DB Crypto? I wonder, what are you talking about, Solo? Crypto Steve. DB Crypto is 2 separate videos on slow and it's fraud. Oh, they're talking about Solana and it's fraud. Yes, it's not Solana that's the fraud. Solana has like releases and stakers that receive those tokens, which is partly why you see it's only fallen slightly sick to its inflationary pressures. It's not Solana, the system, that should be aimed at right now. It's the bad actors that have been playing around on it, right? So let's see here. The market cap well above previous all-time high. So the inflationary pressure is, a little bit of a headwind, but I think the greater headwind for Solana in kind of this mega chop zone and heading back down into this kind of zone of 129 to 186 is the pumped up fund sell pressure. And don't be surprised, there's going to be a lot of sell pressure from pumped up fund and other, people being given their token allocations. I'm not going to be surprised if Solana goes and plays in the zone, just in it like that. Oh my God. This is kind of how the crypto Twitter kind of cabal feels like today too.
The fuck are you wearing, bro?
Yeah, man, got into crypto windfall, bitch. A couple of these altcoins in the portfolio went through the roof. And them NFTs I copped, yeah, up like 100x.
Whoa.
Thought my MetaMask wallet was going to blow the server. IYKYK. If you know, you know. That's all I'm saying. Shit. It all tanked, bro. Some whales must have swam through a rug pull on the NFTs. Market's on a downswing. ETH's driving like a landslide. I'm hurting, baby.
Bro, that was 2 seconds ago.
You don't understand the game. It's brutal. You think you can Venmo me like $5, man? I'll get you back, I promise.
Yeah, chill, man. I got you. Jeez. That go through?
Yep. Just $5. Threw it down on a meme coin, a little gaming token I heard about on Reddit. Just did my research. Do your own research. It's not a big deal. So back to the moon. Hold on this one all day. Oh boy. You think you can Venmo me another $5?
Oh my God, bro. I mean, it's not like, when I'm holding spot bags, I want like, we're already in the most volatile crypto asset class on the planet. I mean, crypto is the most volatile asset class on the planet. Then you up it by like 10x with these meme coins that last a day. I mean, because there's a lot of things within Solana you can buy that have probably like AI infrastructure is probably still going to do pretty damn well on Solana. Even with AI coins being beaten down the way that they are, I think that if I was I had to stay in Solana ecosystem, that's where I'm playing, is either the DEXs or the AI infrastructure plays. Absolutely. Now, Charles Hoskinson had a pretty interesting note when it comes to who crypto's actual competitors are. Let's have a quick listen to this. This is a very, very insightful, I thought.
And the inconvenient truth that a lot of people in this space don't want to admit is our competitors are not Ethereum and Solana or even Bitcoin. It's Microsoft and Apple, and Google, and Amazon. What's going to happen is when the regulations get passed, we're going to wake up and they're going to be like, hey, by the way, let you know, like Android now has like a default crypto wallet. How about that? And then you wake up, you see Facebook. Oh, by the way, it's like there's a default crypto wallet now in Facebook. And then they're like, oh, wow, Windows has like a crypto wallet in it. You say, but I don't know if that's great. It's like, do you understand like how much of a user advantage they have? Not just the user count. Your phone is a ledger. A lot of people don't realize that.
I felt like that was really insightful. When we do see, if we should see Google, Apple roll into becoming crypto wallets and handling transactions, like a lot of the private sector advancements, we would need it's really about being chosen by these behemoths once that time comes. I don't think that the time is guaranteed to never come. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see Apple choose one of these systems to integrate into the phone. Now, the system that is indeed chosen, that would be an insane pump day for them and a lot of kind of overall adoption. But the private sector is competing to be chosen by these currently existing applications and institutions. Like they are the ones with all of the people. Like think about it. Everyone's got a Droid or an Apple phone already. They're the ones with kind of that mainstream tool that can go out to the masses in the blink of an eye. It's a lot of power that they hold with it. So it will be interesting to pay attention to the different protocols that are building relationships up with, say, Apple or Microsoft or those larger things. Now, here's just a crazy Ethereum graph I came across. It really paints the tale very well. Ethereum can't pump. But today, the limp dick is starting to try to turn around, folks. Let's go here. Let's go check out Ethereum right now. I think we're at about, so we're up 1.3%. Bitcoin actually down 1.7%. A good slight decoupling action that we're seeing on this. Very, very good. And within the portfolio, let's see what's doing. All right, so Cardano's chaotically the biggest winner here. 3% on the day. Chainlink hanging out. This is great. Morpho, this is basically Ethereum. This is on base. This is base Ethereum. This is Avalanche. Wink is on Avalanche. Constellation DAG is its own deal. Constellation DAG is probably going to end up being like the biggest upside overall in this portfolio, just because of the size of market cap, positioning with the U.S. government, things of that nature. Avalanche still pretty slept on as well. Man, me and Isaac got drug on our weekend video too, because Isaac did not edit the video very well. So, but we work very hard, and I just said leave it up, let him troll us. It is what it is. Let's see here, Dick Coupling. That's a good name. That's a good name. There could be the dick coupling happening before our eyes, folks. Now, I do hope that this floppy dick turns erect sometime. I really do. I really do. Here we go. A gay dating app outperformed Ethereum this cycle so far. Grindr has outperformed Ethereum. Kind of a sad thing to see. I don't. I remember Nick always highlighting Grindr. Honestly, there's a lot of pedos that are being found and operating on Grindr. Shout out to Alex Rawson, who goes on there, finds the pedophiles, and literally gets them arrested in real time. Ethereum needs to do something. Stop with the Communist Manifesto stuff. You're getting outperformed by Grindr. It's time to make a big change. Just not a great sign. Now, someone asked me in the chat. Actually, they hit me up. I think someone hit me up on Telegram. It's a supporter of the channel. And they asked me about Loopring. And I felt the need to cover this because it was something that was very bullish last cycle. At the time, there wasn't as many layer 2s as there are right now. And dead dick bounce. Jesus, Nick Dunn. Oh my God. So let's go to loop ring. Let's see what we're looking at here. So it's up 1.6% on the day. You're like, okay, maybe things are all right. At 13 cents. Here's the all-time graph. And it is quite stuck in a very lower portion of this. I remember loop ring was one of my greatest moves last cycle. I got it literally, I think, at about like 5 cents or something, and sold it above $2. I did not catch it at this $3.20 peak, but I did sell it at about $2.20 on its way up to that. It's one of the bigger moves that I had last cycle. Just one of those fun little altcoin plays. So I know the power of these, smaller, good, projects that we hold and how we can increase our Satoshis, our Bitcoin holdings, by messing around in the altcoin section at the right time. Now we go over to DeFi Llama because I do want to see if this thing is dead, because that is a bad looking graph. Now here is the total value locked on Loopring. Okay. And we see a clear downward trend, honestly hitting the trenches, even below this original pump moment of January 2024. So not a great look at all on the TVL. Let's overlay this with the market cap in the red. Again, painful. Now, let's look at the price compared to this TVL as well. The price is slightly below the TVL, but honestly, this all looks like garbage. And we're going to overlay the price, the total value locked, with the developers, which is these bars here that just popped up, kind of these teal bars on a clear downward trend. And the developer commits now in the green as well in an extreme downward trend. I don't think this is coming back. This does not look good. And essentially, there is too much competition at this point within Ethereum's layer 2s and a little bit too late in the game to compete against them. You have OP, Superstack, you have Arbitrum, you have Base, which doesn't even have its own token. It's basically just using Ethereum's dead corpse. I think that the layer 2 market is too saturated to leave any room for other big winners. And I am not bullish on Loopring. I made a lot of money off of it last cycle. It doesn't mean that I have to remain bullish this cycle. And seeing just the general statistics on total value locked, developer commits, and kind of the gamut here leaves me absolutely not. I would not be buying this. I would not be holding this. So there you go. Now, this is kind of fun. This yellow cat token. And then this is that wink dude. The yellow cat token and these other kind of ecosystem plays. Here's Cock Inu. AVAX is having fun. While these Solana people are getting wrecked, let's just go check out some AVAX stuff. I want to go check out Ket. Yellow Cat. Let's see here. I think I got randomly followed by their peeps. Let's see here. So Yellow Cat is at a $400 million market cap. This is a meme coin that looks like a utility coin, which I find kind of hilarious. It launched on February 3rd. So it's only been around for, say, 15, maybe less days. And right now, I'm not buying. Yeah, honestly, it looks really strong. It's so crazy. This is potentially a canary in the coal mine on the degens migrating into other chains, such as Avalanche. Could be seeing even a slight migration into Cardano, potentially, because of the exhaustion from what Pump.Fun has turned into. But kind of interesting to see. I also want to look at Cock Inu. Let's go here. Let's see where Cock Inu is at. So it's up 3% on the day, $70 million market cap. Kind of interesting because it's a much longer standing meme coin here. Potentially a zone of opportunity. Essentially a zone of opportunity. Wouldn't be surprised by it because things in crypto do migrate in a bird type pattern. There is a bird included there. And when, the market shifts narrative, you see things change up a little bit. Guys, oh man, they're going off on the Solana stuff. It's a polarizing conversation. I get it. Bill M, the dead corpse, meaning that you essentially can use Ethereum through Base at rock bottom fees. And I could see Ethereum like doubling, maybe a little bit more this cycle. But now there are so many avenues to use Ethereum without having to go down the straight line of the Ethereum fee pressure that helped the price go from $180 to $4,500 last cycle is not there anymore. So the technology is going to exist. Systems are going to continue being built upon it, but the better upside is on those auxiliary systems that are being used to go around it. Absolutely crazy though, seeing that growth on Avalanche here. And I got a buddy that follows the channel, also tagged me in this, Crypto Manimal. So you guys looking at the AVAX Eco last show. Glad you're noticing red chain ecosystem. Might want to check out Enjoy Juicy. Juicy, it's the OF on what, OnlyFans? Oh no. Is it really? What is this? Oh God. Is this a on-chain OnlyFans? Okay. See, you just tried to give me oh Jesus. Crypto Manimal. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hold on. You are banned. Jesus Christ. Crypto Manimal. You manimal. Unbelievable. Where's the deport button? I don't even think he's in here live, but when he sees this, he's going to know. Now, Alex Becker. Poon. Let's talk about. I hope Isaac is out there slaying. I hope Isaac is out there slaying not only the pow pow, but all right, I'm going to stop there. Now, Alex Becker is fully out of Solana, all in on ETH and F My Life Cardano. RWA is going to be the power narrative. ETH, Cardano, XRP have the power here. Cardano is showing Alex Becker the most upside. Kind of an interesting take because Alex was so adamantly against Cardano. Now he's kind of leaning into it. And DeFi Investor kind of given some words of advice here that I thought were very sound. We certainly won't see an alt season like the 2021 timeframe. This time there are way too many tokens, but he hopes that we will see at least a small utility season. I agree with this. And in terms of small, I think its time frame will be small. The window of opportunity will be small, but I feel like the upside will be immense. So it's about us being able to take profits and put those into Bitcoin. Dude, on-chain OnlyFans would probably do well. God, you're probably right. You're probably right. An on-chains OnlyFan? Jeez. Where's the price? I'm not going to go to the Twitter. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is so crazy. All right. So let's go here. Juicy on Avalanche. God, it's really pumped. And now the puns just start flowing. Pumped. Juicy. I say juicy all the time too. Market cap at 37 mil. Very interesting. So fuck. I'm gonna have to tag this one and follow. I'm gonna have to buy some of this. Let's see here. Next targets. That's how you can do it. You make multiple kind of here, I'll show you. So I make multiple different lists and then that'll be the next targets there. So there you go. You're probably right, man. You're probably right. So, and I mean, the utility's there on-chain OnlyFans. Now, Plume set to launch with over $8 billion in tokenized RWAs. Over 180 RWAs and DeFi projects are already building on this network. I did also notice that Ondo's being a little bit sleepy. Let's go to cryptocurrencies. DZ is sweating right now. Pump his Cardano bags. Oh my God. DZ, I don't think ever sweats. I don't think I've ever seen DZ sweat. So that would be the day. If I see Ondo go to $1, I'm backing up the truck once again. So Ondo's in this zone where I just want to constantly keep adding to it, but I'm trying to be greedy about entry points. I do want to capture the $1 level, kind of this stumble to moment. For any further weakness in the markets, I would back up the truck on Ondo. It is already essentially second or third biggest holding in my portfolio, but I will indeed back up the truck the closer we get to $1. Absolutely. What are we talking about? FTX did not advance. I called it that the porn coins. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jeez, man. This juicy token is going to be a narrative for a while. I don't know if you guys saw this. Frankie Muniz, Hollywood actor, started Malcolm in the Middle, is now a professional stock car racing driver. He finished 10th at the Daytona 500. And look at how unhinged he is. He is living his best life, man. That is so fun. Shout out to you, Frankie. Good job. Now, Armored Cybertruck made a debut. I don't know if I should get this thing. I mean, this is looking pretty fucking badass. It is an electric vehicle. It's almost got like Resvani vibes to it. I don't like electronic vehicles because I don't necessarily know how to fix them should something break cataclysmically. But I mean, this is a badass looking car here. Badass looking car. I did see Tesla's coming out with another model. I'm a gasoline dinosaur burning maxi. This thing was pretty damn cool to see though. So don't hate it too much. Whoa, what happened here? Hold on. Let me redo this. Something got deleted. Deleting things. Deleting my favorite posts. That's not cool. That's not cool. You know, oh yeah, and all the drama from last week, that's all been deleted. What a pussy. Unbelievable. Now, I hope you guys are taking advantage of this time frame here. We are seeing some short-term availability to accumulate the best projects. And I do agree with Becker and DeFi Investor that the headwinds felt in the meme coin sector, not only are you going to see a migration to other chains for a large degree, for a time being. Shout out to CoinsChick for gifting memberships as well. Looks like Crypto Neck picked up a membership. Thank you very much for gifting the membership and supporting the channel, CoinsChick. But I also think that this is the season where utility coins will finally have their moment to shine. And with that, you know, the play for me is pretty simple. Chainlink, Aerodrome, Ondo, Morpho, Avalanche. Those are the biggest conviction holds that I have right now. And obviously my portfolio, I have like probably 15, maybe 20 tokens in total, but high concentration in those 5. And it is not the time to get spread apart and, you know, try to just put $10 in a bunch of different stuff. Find the projects that make the most sense to you. Do your own research, obviously. Find that conviction within yourself. And really, you know, you can't, if you turn $5 into $100 on one of the tokens, you got 50 tokens total, and each one of them has $5, and only one of them ends up winning, you really don't do too well. So I do recommend locking in and focusing in this market to kind of compound those gains. It is a good time to compound the gains. Where can I get the hoodie? God, we got a lot of people asking for this hoodie. All right, so here it is. You go to hit merch. Let's see, I'll pull up this. You can get my coffee mug, potentially dangerous. The truth. Let's go to the menu here. And all of these emails go directly to Isaac, which is wonderful for me. And then I and Isaac will work on, you know, I'll help him. But if you do buy stuff, we'll make sure that we have it in stock. Oh, we don't have these listed, though. Ooh. We need to get these things listed. Hitmerch.com at large is where it's at. I will work on getting this. I mean, I'm getting asked for this hoodie a lot. North Korea buying crypto. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Kim Jong-il is buying crypto in the background. Now, really, when we're seeing this, you guys, don't go chasing green candles. Don't go chasing waterfalls either. There is crazy movement. It's honestly one of the more exciting. This is cool to see. Sonic's TVL in action on Sonic, which was Phantom, is exploding pretty well. This is another slight migration of an ecosystem that we're seeing right now. But the biggest winners, a lot of DeFi, you notice. Maker, Aave. Cardano has its own little DeFi ecosystem within it. Curve DAO as well. Injective, one of the bigger winners. So, and Mantle. I mean, notice that. A lot of DeFi is starting to make its moves. So don't just get discouraged about DeFi or RWA projects because they don't 100x overnight and you don't have a vape cabal laughing at you because you didn't buy their inside calls, which you're already behind if you did, just so you know. Just lock in on the things that make the most sense, right? And I think I've said this on the show, you get rich slowly and you protect your riches quickly, right? So you just focus in, find the right projects that that have long-term staying power, lock into those, and turn those into Satoshis and real estate when the time is right. So I love and appreciate every single one of you out there supporting the channel, sharing the stream, and supporting us on Twitter and YouTube. This channel is absolutely exploding. Huge shout out. I feel like celebrating every single day. We're at 73,000 subscribers now, and this number just keeps exploding. Having a lot of fun with this, and it's a great time to be in the market. So I love and appreciate every single one of you. Stay focused, keep based. Don't go chasing waterfalls and things that are over the night pump and dumps. You can lock in and really change your life over the next year's time frame here. I just implore everyone to be sensible about it and to not get too big of a head, right? When you actually do make it, the main thing is to take care of your family, bring a good legacy into this world, and give good teachings to the people around you. And with that being said, I love and appreciate all of you, and I will see you tonight with our nightly update. Until then, I bid you adieu.